We spend an awful lot of time worrying about the recent graduates, Gen Z, about how they are going to find work and the troubles that they're getting into. And that's pretty common. You see that on all the videos. But what we don't see is people talking about the challenges that folks who have been employed for 10, 15, maybe 20 years have now when they are trying to get a new job. That's what we're going to be chatting about today. My name is Ryan Howe. I'm a business coach. I work out of West Michigan around the country, and I just come here sharing some of the information I share with my clients. And we have been talking about specifically, how do we get quality individuals, like that mix, right? Because you need to have seasoned individuals, you need to have brand new folks. There needs to be a nice mixture of individuals. So the job market for Gen Z, start there. It's well documented. This is the worst that it's probably ever been, to be quite honest. There's a lack of, frankly, entry-level jobs and positions for new employees, folks that are new graduates, etc. On the flip side of that, though, it's a challenge to try to find seasoned individuals with experience, and there's all sorts of reasons for that. But right now, the average employee has been with their company 3.9 years. And that's the lowest. That is the lowest since 2002 on average, okay? So that leads a couple things. One, that means there's a lot of people who are in positions that they haven't been there very long, right? People are rotating out and folks are coming in, but they're just not staying. So that's a challenge. It's hard to build up any sort of enterprise knowledge, any institutional knowledge when that's the issue. Now, the other thing that people are worried about as far as employers, when it comes to hiring folks who have experience, is that they're worried that they're gonna leave, right? They come in, then maybe they're just taking this position to get some money to come in, and then they're continuing to look for other work. And what do I mean by that? You have a lot of folks who are in leadership and management that decide that, you know what, I can't find a leadership position right now, so I'm just gonna take whatever job I can find. I've been on the other side of the table where I've been interviewing and people say, hey, this looks like a step down for you, what's going on? They'll give you any of the reasons, which makes sense for them. That, hey, I just wanna have something steady, I'm kind of burnt out for management, wanna do X. And when we hear all those things, the number one worry that we all have when it comes to interviewing is, man, are they just taking this position right now so they can have paycheck and they're gonna keep applying for management and leadership positions? It's a concern that business owners have, and rightfully so. So what do we do with that? Well, when I am talking with men and women who are looking to, apply for jobs, they're interviewing, and I just tell them, the main thing that you need to make sure you're focused on is expressing your loyalty, right? I was in this job for 10 to 15 years, and I'm looking for new work to kind of change things up. However, when I apply and work somewhere, I am 100% focused on and loyal to the company that I'm with. And you have all of the evidence to prove that because you were with the place for 10 to 15 years. One of the things that I recommend folks who are applying for those jobs, right, if they're seasoned, they've got management experience and leadership, make sure you're saying like, listen, I also want to be there to help train and develop these new men and women who are coming in that are in leadership positions. They don't have the experience that I do, to be there as a mentor and help guide them as well. True, are they gonna be making the calls and doing all the things? Absolutely. But I'm gonna be there as someone they can kind of lean on and help them get better at what they do. Because I've worked in places that have had that mentor-mentee relationship when it comes to leadership, and everyone does better, right? So what advice am I giving to my clients? It's really straightforward. One, you need to make sure that you are not only open to seasoned workers, that we want to make sure that we are extending every bit of benefit of the doubt to them, that they are actively trying to find work. These are not folks that are just, hopefully, they're not people who are just looking for a job in the interim, then they're gonna jump to something else, right? So we wanna extend benefit of the doubt. Two, understand that there's gonna be more and more of these folks available, and our concerns that we have about not being able to find entry-level workers, we are going to have nearly an unlimited supply of experienced seasoned workers who may not be from our industry. They're going to be trying to, jump industries because they were laid off from their last one. They got burned. They don't want to go stay in that industry. So we need to be open to those folks who are making the transition to come to us. All right. And that's really the big piece that I'm talking to my clients about. You want to make sure that you are not closing the door on potential talent or talent that exists simply because it doesn't fit what you're used to, right? And that's the key. We are in a big transition period right now in our, in the economy here in the United States, especially in my area up here in West Michigan. And we need to be open to trying new things and be willing to, give opportunity to those folks that we may not have in the past, okay? So with that, hopefully I earned your subscription today, folks. Take care, and I'll see you next time.